Hey guys, I'm back with my next video. This is my Shadow Paladin deck, at least my main one. So let's start things off. 2 Phantom Blaster Dragons, I'm missing one. I'd love for the third one to be SP, but my luck, it probably won't happen. For those of you who don't know what he does, if you have Blaster Dark in the Soul, he gains 1,000, and then he also has an active ability that you can counterblast 2 and retire 3 of your Shadow Paladin rear guards. He gains 10,000 and +1 critical for the turn, which is awesome, because you can also do it more than once in a turn, and I've actually won because of that. 2 Dark Metal Dragon, rather simple, 10k, grade 3. When its drive check reveals a Shadow Paladin, it gains an extra 2k. So since it's a grade 3, that's twin drive, and since it's a pure Shadow Paladin deck, he becomes 4k when he swings. That's not including boosters behind him. 4 Dark Mage Bidekar. Bidekar is to help Swarm, and also to help compensate a bit for Phantom Blaster Dragon's skill, because Blaster Dragon does remove units from the field. So that's the grade 3s. Now for grade 2s, 2 Blaster Dark. Love this card, he is awesome. Shame that he's not that good as a rear guard, so only 2 of him. Partly because of Blaster Javelin searching, so that makes it more stable in terms of riding. Plus, he also gives the extra boost of 1k to Phantom Blaster Dragon while he's in the Soul. For those of you who don't know, while Javelin is in the Soul, he gains 1,000, and when he's placed on the Vanguard, you can counterblast 2 and retire one of your opponent's rear guards. And both effects only work, of course, while he's Vanguard. 3 Skull Witch Nemain. The first one is SP, I was really lucky for that. When she is placed on the rear guard, you can counterblast 1 and discard a Shadow Paladin from your hand, then draw 2 cards, honestly. It's rather simple. She's pretty cool. Some people would run 4, I only run 3. I do have the option of running 4, mind you, and if I get more Phantom Blaster Dragons, then I might. Although it's not too likely. 4 Knight of Darkness Rugos. He's a general 10k beatstick, no skills whatsoever. He's just big, smash things. Cursed Lancer. When he's on the rear guard or Vanguard, if his attack hits and you have a Shadow Paladin Vanguard, you get to unflip 1 of your damage. Simple enough, 9k. The equivalent of Trip for this deck. 1 Darkness Maiden Maha. Now, for those of you who don't know, you can counterblast 2 when she is placed on the rear guard or Vanguard circle. If you have a Shadow Paladin Vanguard, you can pay the cost, which is counterblast 2, and then you get to search for grade 1 or lower Shadow Paladin and call it to the rear guard in the same column as she is. Then you shuffle the deck. Now, usually the main targets for that are Blaster Javelin, Aryan Rod, or even Black Sage Karen, although I usually use it for Javelin, if only to help search out Phantom Blaster Dragon should I not have it already. Now, through the grade 1s, Blaster Javelin, 4 of them, pretty much needed for the deck. If you have Full Bow in the Soul, he gains 2k. When you call Javelin to the rear guard, you can discard a Shadow Paladin, or grade 3 Shadow Paladin from your hand, and add Phantom Blaster Dragon from your deck to your hand. Of course, you have to reveal it to prove that it is that card, but yeah. 4 Dark Shield Mac Lear. He is the Sentinel for the deck, or once again, Perfect Guard. I'm not going to keep making that reference. But yeah, pretty much needed. And 4 Black Sage Karen. He is the 8k vanilla with no actual skill to him, but he's still pretty cool. 2 Guru Bow. Some people prefer Aryan Rod. I prefer Guru Bow because it gives early pressure, and plus, if I'm stuck with no grade 2s, I can still at least use him to attack. While he's a rear guard and I have a Shadow Paladin Vanguard, he gains an extra 2k. Or rather, when he attacks, so that's pretty cool. Grade 0s, of course, Full Bow for my starter, and all the triggers are the current ones that are in English, so 4 Grim Reaper, which is the critical trigger, 4 Darkside Trumpeter, stand trigger, 4 Abyss Freezer, draw trigger, and 4 Abyss Healer, heal trigger. That's it for this video. Say what you like, comment, rate, subscribe, the usual. However, I would like to say, do not criticize me on lacking Phantom Blaster Dragons, because I have been through 9 boxes trying to pull them, and that's not, and that's also including the ones that have been bought by other people at my locals, and nobody has pulled them besides me and one other guy, and I got the one off of him. So yeah, out of that I got 7 heat nail salamanders and 7 Ember Dragon Eclipse. So that was kind of disgusting. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Later.